everyone, Olaf here, and today we're going to be talking about a really interesting subject, and that is the progression of the genre for Gears of War. Now, I've been thinking about this a lot ever since it showed the Gears 4 teaser, and it made me think, what type of genre is Gears? Is it a horror game? Is it survival horror? Is it action adventure? Is it just an action shooter game, the summer blockbuster? Or, just a tactical shooter? Well, we should just start at the beginning. Gears of War 1 was, supposed to be a survival horror game, and you could easily see that in Gears 1, trying to get away from the Locust and all the horrible, body mutilation as you progress through the game, including in Act 3 when you go to the emulsion mines. You see that whole room of just chopped up body parts, and how in Act 2 you're basically running away from the darkness of the Krill, which will literally kill you. Now, as the games progressed, as Gears 2, it became more of an action shooter game, more like how they had the tagline of it being a summer blockbuster, as I am looking at my Gears 2 case. Yeah, you can see how it's a summer blockbuster too. It's like the sequel to any good horror movie. They usually try to make it more appealing to a greater audience, because the first game, to some extent, could have been a fluke. But Gears 2 became more over the top, and it wasn't as grounded in reality, if that makes sense, on how, much like Halo 2, it just became this super action game with a lot of, MacGuffins and Deus Ex Machina, effects that look like Coltrane saving everyone.
Marcus, is that?
Gotta be.
Nobody plays this game like me. Nobody.
Cole!
In the flesh, baby.
Being saved by the smallest things. You have the centaur fights, even the ending with riding the Brumach, and then we can't blow up the city, so magically a lambent Brumach comes and you blow it up. And then Gears 3 comes out, and it is trying to be like a mixture of both. It's like an action horror game, because there are now locust fleshy zombies or glowing zombies, and it becomes more of a personal narrative of a game, and how the horror aspects of it are basically non-existent. It's basically has just become an action shooter game. But that's fine. I really enjoyed Gears 3 for the story, just because it was more of a personal narrative. And now we have Gears 4, and it's going back to the roots of horror. With the absence of light, one of the greatest fears of humankind is the fear of the unknown. And having a game that's surrounded by darkness really adds to it. In the teaser, we see you're in total darkness. The main source of light in that trailer is the moon. Now, this might change, subject to change, because in Gears 3 the lambent berserker fight was originally set in the daytime, and in Gears 3 they changed it to dusk, which I like more. It's more appealing, and it adds a nice flair to it. But I really would like to see what type of horror aspects they're going to be adding to this game, because as of right now it's just 2-player co-op, so it's going back to Gears 1. The personal connection of a buddy situations, instead of having a squad, so you're not like a band of brothers. It is now become another thing for survival, because these aren't the Locust anymore. What? Not the Locust? That's shocking. Well, we don't know what these are. We'll find out more as things occur. But I would really like to see more organic enemies, and just the weird mutilations that occurred with Gears 2, with the lambent, and how crazy those creatures could get, but horribly deformed creatures that have, of course, organic weaponry. as we saw with the Pouncer and how it shoots its spines. I'm so looking forward to this. Like, I really am a huge fan of horror, but it has to be done tastefully, because Gears, even though some people would call it a tasteless, you blow people up game, there is a method to the madness, and every action has a consequence, and you see that, so you don't suffer the consequences of the last person's mistake, much like a multiplayer campaign. And I really like that. It's not like Bulletstorm, it's not over the top. It's, again, trying to be grounded in reality. If I shoot someone with a shotgun, they blow up into giblets. And that's fine. That's what I'm so looking forward to with this like more horror-themed Gears game, is it being, based more in reality. And even though you have a chainsaw for a gun, it makes sense why you would have a chainsaw for a gun. Thanks guys for watching. What do you guys think of a horror-based Gears game? I really appreciate you guys watching this, and bye. Did you like that video? Smashing! Well, you should check out our other videos by liking and subscribing our videos. Thank you so much for watching.